Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Cobras and the Blues. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Lucas Morse will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the fours indicates.
Ready now, Buford Christian, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at our home nine as they take the field here today. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
The 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting center, the center fielder, Mickey.
Into the box, Sean McKee, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Here's the first pitch to him. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
One out, nobody on. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Change of speed there, but it's taken for a ball. 2-2. Now the pitch. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
This is the pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Stepping in now, Paul Taylor. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 8 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame him. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Stepping into the box, Jacob Sellers, man at first after the 2-out walk. Throw over to the bag, runner back safely. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Taylor is off of first with 2 away. And that misses 1-1.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Line softly toward the hole, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Jeff Kessler, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties, and if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Stepping up now, Greg Siebel. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Not shortstop, Greg Siebel.
Now here's the pitch. Dan Dero, as we take a look at our visiting club as they take the field in this scoreless ball game. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Here's the 1-1 delivery.
2 balls, 1 strike.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Into the box now, Shelby Marchetti. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. He's running. A pitch out. The throw. And that'll be in plenty of time and a perfect call on the pitch out there.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there. And it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag. But he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
Now the 2-0 home. Grounded to third. Oh, what a dive. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And that'll put the runner at first here, and we'll have to see how indeed they decide to score that play.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy. You can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Now a throw over. Runner's back. Comes set with the 0-1.
Nope. Ball one.
Runner at first here, one man out. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily. 1-1.
Nope. Outside.
Drilled right back up the middle. Reined in. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. An inning in the books tonight. Still scoreless here on MLB Network. Now at the plate, Brad Benton. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat. That finds the zone, a called strike. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Taylor moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out.
That's it. The first baseman, Kevin Landry.
Now in the box, Kevin Landry. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball. Counts 1-0.
The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
That is set. The second baseman, Cobras.
Into the box, Glenn Suarez, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. On to first, and there are 2 down.
the right fielder, Michael Wright.
Digging in now, Michael Wright. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Landry is on his way home. And a relay home. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Dero. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
Into the box now, Jeff Kessler. 0-1 the count. Runner on first with 2 away. Hits this one hard the other way. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a great job to stick with it. As he's set to get his day started, Shuhei Ogawa, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Now the pitch.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Set to get his day started, Dale Richards. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. First delivery to him on the way. The high fastball is in there.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you can get super greedy right down the middle.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right. Settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting 6th, the third baseman, Will Hernandez.
Digging in the switch hitter, Will Hernandez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a throw over, and he's back easily. Now 1-0. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is there, and he's out trying to take second. Two out, nobody on. Fly ball out to right field. Right is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Buford Christian. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The windup and the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate, Sean McKee, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Comes set and the 0-1.
1-1.
Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. A runner at first with no outs here. He pulls this one into right. Marchetti is there, 1 away.
The bat, number 3, shortstop, Paul Taylor.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Paul Taylor. He drew a walk his first time up. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. Now a throw over to first, and he's back standing. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Here's a look over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Hit the other way out toward right field. Marchetti is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting,
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jacob Sellers. He's set and the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to break.
Don't want to forget about it. Now the 1-0. Pops this one up. Hernandez waits on it, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 3rd now, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Andy Corona.
Corona.
Now the pitch.
Ball 1.
like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Kessler has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
Fouled off. He'll try again. 1-2.
Next out, 2-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Here now the 2-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Christian is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Middleton.
Stepping in, Mark Middleton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes. And he begins the at-bat with a knuckle curve looked at for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. And he misses with it. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Fastball well outside.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Swung on and missed. That's strike two.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Still 2-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Grounder down. Oh, it's off the third base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Lucas Moore.
To the plate now, Lucas Morse. Oh, 1, here it comes. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. And did he square around? No, it's ball one. And he pulls this one back in time. 2-2.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And they do have him squaring with 2 strikes as he gets this one down. There's one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
Coming to the plate now, Greg Siebel. from the stretch. The 0-1 delivery. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. Mississippi is out in front here, 1-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and set to go as the third baseman, Brad Benton. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
One ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch until he proves he can lay off of it.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Flares this one over toward first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 8, Kevin Landry.
Digging in to try it again, Kevin Landry. He reached on a single in his first try. Now here it comes. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
The 0-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
That's the ball. Two balls, 2 strikes.
1 out, nobody on. Bat explodes as this has popped up, but this will land untouched. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Watch out, this guy's on fire, mixing in another base hit. Average starting to creep above 250, well on his way to moving that batting average in the right direction.
So now to the plate, Glenn Suarez. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. To second for 1. Turn throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Leading off the inning, Shelby Marchetti, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Here's the pitch. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. But this gets foul. It's 0-1. And now pitch on the way. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Swing and a blooper to the right side. Right has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
The left fielder, number 34, Max Taylor.
So striding forward now, Max Taylor. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey!
Pitch on the way. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Darren. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Now a move over to first. At the plate now, Shuhei Ogawa. Pitch out, nothing doing. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 2-0, and there he goes towards second. Strike taken. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
3-1. Strike 2 swinging.
Hey, newsflash. Think he was guessing, boys? Because that was an ugly swing right there.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
So digging in now, Dale Richards, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the belt, kicks and deals. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with one swing, so I think the approach to this guy is trying to keep the ball off the plate, see if they can get him to chase something.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Standing in now, Will Hernandez, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. behind 0-2 now.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Too high. 1-2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The next 1-2 pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Catch is made near the line. Here comes the runner from third. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
Obviously he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Digging in, Andy Corona. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Stepping in now, Mark Middleton, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Swing and a ground ball to third. Scooped up, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Uranus is out in front 2-1. Leading off the inning, Michael Wright, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Michael Wright.
First pitch coming, here it is. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Hard hit ball to second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jeff Kessler.
So stepping in, Jeff Kessler. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way.
That's outside.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Looked like a cut fastball there, and all he can do with it is foul it off to the right. Here's another 1-2. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Here he comes again, 1-2.
Ball 2. I got to count 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Well, I'll have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
At the plate, Buford Christian. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 2-2. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Jeremy Kilpatrick is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Jeremy Kilpatrick.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Lucas Morse.
Lucas Morse.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Greg Siebel.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Greg Siebel. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 1-1 home. Left side. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. Those jump throws are always some of the most exciting plays you'll see. So here it is again with Show Track. Shows off some great range and is still somehow able to get a lot behind the throw as his momentum was taking him the other way. Not everybody can make that play. Ready for another chance? Shelby Marchetti, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely do you see the same hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. And this will be fouled away. Now the 2-1.
Ball 3. I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Digging in, Sean McKee. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pops this one up. Hernandez has room in foul territory. He's got it 1 away.
The bat, number 3, shortstop, Paul Taylor.
At the plate, Paul Taylor comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw-in time at first for out number 2.
Now back, second, Jacob Sellers.
Now at the plate, Jacob Sellers. First offering on its way.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
And this one's on the inside corner. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Marchetti is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Max Taylor.
Max Taylor.
Now here it comes. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater. On
the ground to the left side. Reined in. the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now back.
All right, so let's turn to show track for a more in-depth look at that one. Good reaction, great range, and a nice backhanded stop, and the jump throw with a lot behind it all the way across the infield for the out. The numbers don't lie, and that was pretty spectacular. So coming to the plate, Shuhei Ogawa. The pitch.
That's a ball.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Oh, he's baffled by the curve that time for a strike. And that misses. 2-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
One out, nobody on. To 2-2 now.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Full count now. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box now, Dale Richards, as he grounds one briskly to short. He's right there. And, oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
In now, Will Hernandez earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, 0-1. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Brad Benton, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now here's the pitch. That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now. Hit out towards second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the first baseman, Kevin Landry.
Now at the plate, Kevin Landry. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Well, he got the leadoff guy hitting on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger, 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Into the box, Glenn Suarez, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Marchetti is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3.
Time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Stepping in, Andy Corona. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Second baseman, Andy Corona.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike. And there's ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Wright moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mark Middleton.
Digging in, Mark Middleton. First delivery to him on the way. Set to deliver the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitcher's duel, 2-1 our score. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Tony Rossi will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. High in the air out to center field. McKee is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
now batting, the shortstop, Greg Siebel.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Greg Siebel. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on its way. And that misses for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2-2 is a changeup that misses 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
2 out with the man at first. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Garcia has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Striding into the box, Michael Bright. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right here. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Howie Robinson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Set to deliver the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
So now to the plate, Buford Christian. Strike called, now to throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Now running at second base, number 45, Edwin Mayo.
Here comes the 0-1.
Oh, inside.
Ball 2. fouled away. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and they'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the eighth. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Ready once again, Sean McKee. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
To hold the lead, here's the delivery. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
1-0, here it is. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. The 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Paul Taylor would be next. Three balls, no strikes. Drilled down the line. And this is going to be a foul ball. He's set the 3-1. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance of hitting that one, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Uranus is on top here, 2-1. Edwin Miles will stay in the game, taking over in right field and batting in the 8th spot. Ed Robinson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Shelby Marchetti will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. And the pitch.
Oh, that's pitch out.
Now the 1-0.
Ball 2. Oh, that's good.
Right down the middle with a changeup, but not what he was looking for, taken for a strike. The 3-1. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Digging in once again, Max Taylor. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch out. Nothing doing. he's back. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a throw over, but the runner's back easily. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run home.
The 3-1 pitch, and he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Now back, first baseman, Shuhei.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Shuhei Ogawa. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
1-0 home. Misses for the second ball. The 2-0 on the way. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. None out, runners at first and second. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is called in for the first out.
Catcher number 14, Dale Richards.
So striding in, Dale Richards. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
As a look, now the pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Runners are at first and second with one away. 1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And there is some stick to it of this as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Third baseman, Will Hernandez.
Stepping into the box, Will Hernandez, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far. And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
The batter, number 10. Second baseman,
Standing in, Andy Corona.
Corona.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Here's the 1-0. Two out, bases loaded. Right side. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-1 ball game.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
David Harris enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning. To the plate now, Mark Middleton, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. From the stretch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And he misses 2-1.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
2 men are on with 2 men out. All even now, 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on just 1 base hit, no errors, and 2 left. 9th inning coming up. The Blues lead it 4-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Dylan Kelly comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
And batting in the 7th, number 44, Dylan Kelly. Now playing second.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Paul Taylor.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starters' final line. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Stepping in now, Jacob Sellers, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swinging a liner back through the box, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
In now, Brad Benton. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. sliced hard on the ground. To second for one. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games. But they got the monkey off their back here with the win. They're hoping to build on that now.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Blues took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Lucas Morse takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Jeff Kessler was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Dylan Kelly closes the door for the save, his 6th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the visitors, 1 run on 6 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 55 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
11 o'clock, we got to have a stable ball.